What's up, guys? It's Dave Marshall with the RCR Marshall YouTube channel, and welcome to the Spektrum AR637T Programming Series. In this installment, we'll be discussing how to bind the AR637T with your transmitter. Before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button and click the notification icon so you're always made aware when new videos are coming out on the channel. Now let's bind the AR637T. Once you have the AR637T installed in your model, you will need to bind it to your transmitter. Unlike previous models of receivers from Spektrum, where you needed to install a bind plug, the AR637T has 3 different methods which you can use to put the receiver into bind mode with the introduction of a bind button. We can use the traditional method of installing a bind plug, which we will demonstrate here. Alright, and now we will connect our battery to our ESC, which will apply power to the receiver. Alright, and as you can see, you've got a flashing light on the receiver, which indicates that the receiver is now in the binding mode. Let's go ahead and look at the other 2 methods of placing the receiver into bind mode. Alright, the other method is without having a bind plug installed, so we're removing the bind plug. You would press and hold the button, which is the Spektrum logo on the AR637T. Press and hold that button while powering up the receiver. So we'll press the button and then install our battery lead. Alright, and you can see by the flashing light that our receiver is in bind mode. Alright, the third method is to, without pressing anything or inserting a bind plug, you would connect your battery and then press your bind button for 3 seconds, and that will place the receiver into bind mode, as you can see here. Once you have the receiver in bind mode, you want to go ahead and select the model that you're going to be using, or create a new model in your transmitter. Stand about 3 to 4 feet away from your model, and go ahead and either press the bind button and power on your DX series transmitter, or on the IX series transmitter, press the bind button on the screen, and then press and hold bind, which will start the binding process. And here we can see that we've bound with both telemetry and at 22 milliseconds. It's analyzing the packets, making sure that all of our telemetry data is good, and we're now bound up to the aircraft. Now that we have the AR637T bound to our Spektrum transmitter, you want to go ahead and set up the aircraft the same way that you would with any non-gyro based receiver. So what do we do there? We want to set up our trims, we want to set up sub-trims, we want to set up servo travel, we want to go ahead and get everything on the aircraft set up. Things like servo reversing, our dual rate and expo, just, everything that you would do to get your aircraft ready to fly. And if you can, go ahead and fly the aircraft, get all your trims established. So we have everything set up where the aircraft flies normal without any gyros, save settings, anything like that enabled. And what that's going to do is it's going to set up a nice baseline that will allow us to move right into our next episode or our next installment in the series, which is going to be the initial setup of AS3X. So having all that set up in the airplane will make the AS3X process a lot easier, and it will make it where you don't have to go back and do some of these steps over and over again. Because if you do servo reversing later, you're going to have to go and make some updates to your forward programming settings. So we want to go ahead and take care of that baseline aircraft setup at this point in time. Like I mentioned, our next installment is going to be doing the initial setup of AS3X and forward programming. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that. I know that I am. If you guys are interested in purchasing an AR637T and trying it out, be sure to check the links in the description and click on those. They help the channel out and I really appreciate it. Also, if you'd like to make a small contribution to the channel, there's a PayPal link in the description as well, and we really appreciate those too. All the proceeds that we get from either affiliate marketing or through our PayPal go right back into the channel. So again, we appreciate all the support from our viewers. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification icon so you're always made aware when new videos come out on the channel. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.